Hey guys, JHoyt here. Before we get into today's video, I want to say thank you guys so much for all the support. I've been seeing your guys' kind comments, your nice words, your support everywhere. Thank you guys so much for that. But we've been saying at the start of all of these videos, the vast majority of you guys watching my videos are not even subscribed. So if you enjoy my content, you'd like to see more, make sure you go down below, hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications so you never miss an upload, and don't forget, you can always change your mind later. What's on, guys? JHoyt back with you today. Welcome back to NHL 22. We are back here on Hockey Ultimate Team, and hopefully the gameplay looks a little bit better than last time. We upped it on our side just a little bit, so hopefully it translates for you guys on the YouTube side as well. So we're working slowly on upgrades, updating quality, and of course, you know, the betterment for the videos. But we are back in a Hockey Ultimate Team today, and as I logged on for today's video, I was gonna get some gameplays, but then I realized I actually have 5 unopened packs, which weren't here last time. So we had 10 loyalty rewards. I don't remember exactly what was in those packs, but we had a decent gold team after all of that. But looking at these packs, we're going to get some good players. We're going to get some NHL players, and hopefully we can get some upgrades to our lineup as well. But as I was looking at that, I went and checked out the store as well, and there's actually a pack over there that we can open up. So let's get this pack opened, and I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it's the 4th thing over here. It says a choice of Matthews or Yager. Let's just open it up, because obviously we already know what we're gonna get, but here's the problem with what this pack would be. Okay, so it's okay, so it's a loan anyway. So I guess all of what I just said is kind of irrelevant, because I was like, for the history and the better card and the more legendary card, I was going to pick Yager, right? No question about it. But I'm like, if it's a long-term thing, then I'm probably going to want Matthews because he's going to be faster and everything. But since it's just a rental and a loan player, basically, it's not exactly a loan player, but you know what? We'll deal with it anyway. So either we have Yager or we have Matthews, and I really wish we would have gotten this later on, or maybe done this afterwards. But we're gonna pick Yager, right? You know what? I'd love to use Matthews, but for the iconicness, let's use Yager and get him and see what is gonna come out with him. So 91 overall, right wing sniper, left-handed. Obviously, the world famous are one of the best players of all time, Jaromir Jagr. Welcome to the team. You'll be going in the squad later on, and it's kind of unfortunate that we do have these other packs, because I already did all the lineups and I was super excited to show you guys what the full lineup was going to be, but then we have more packs. So I would like to get an upgrade if possible, and we definitely are. So we have 10 players, or select 10 players over 5 rounds, so 2 per round. All gold players rated 80 overall or higher. So that's already going to be upgrades, unless we literally get all 80s and 81s overall. Like, we're definitely getting some upgrades in this. So we have 2 of those packs for the Diamond Player Choice packs. Our 3rd pack there is an X Factor Player Choice pack. So we can select 2 X Factor Power Up players. It looks like all this stuff is... Okay, so a couple of them are tradable. This one is untradeable. Our 4th pack up here is a X Factor Power Up Starter pack. So this one has 4 Power Up collectibles to upgrade X Factor players. So that's probably why that Couturier is so bad overall. He's on our 4th line right now, so we'll have to, I guess, upgrade him and see where he goes from that. And of course, our last pack of the pack opening for today, pre-order Power Up Icon Choice Pack, untradeable. Thank you for pre-ordering NHL 22. So most likely this is going to be 4 collectibles, 4 Power Up collectibles, but there's also a 5th item in there. So let's open up this one first. We'll save the players for a little bit here. So Power Ups along with 5,000 coins. I'll take that, plus the 4 collectibles. Definitely love to see that. 5,000 coins for basically nothing. All right. So let's get the X Factor Power Up players next in our untradeable pack. We have one selection round. We're choosing 2 items, 2 power-up players. Hopefully we can get some good pulls in this one. Let's reveal all here. I guess we can't do that. Let's open up. Oh, Mark Stone is the first one. Matthew Barzell. Ooh, that's definitely a good option. Adam Foxo, good defenseman. Huberto. Is this one from each team? I think it is. I really wish we could just reveal all in this one. Matthews is already open somehow. Yossi, Pavelski, Draisaitl, Marchand, screw you. Elias Pettersson, Ryan O'Reilly, okay, we could do without him. Couturier we already have, so we can already rule that one out. Kaprizov on there as well. I really wish we could open up these all at once. Who is that? Matthew Tkachuk. Braden Point obviously would be a great card. Barkov, Getzel. Ooh, lots of good cards. Carlson from Washington, Slavin or whatever from Carolina. Can we open these packs, please? Marc-Andre Fleury from the Blackhawks, which is still really weird to say. Hellebuck from Winnipeg. Dougie Hamilton from the Devils. And last but certainly not least, Patrick Kane. Oh boy, this is going to be hard. I'm going to have to write this down and then see who we want at the end here. So after going through all of these cards, we finally came to a decision. And ideally going into this, I wanted to get at least a forward and a defenseman, right? That was kind of what I was, feeling, right? Get a good forward, get a good defenseman, you'd be pretty solid. Well, after going through all these cards and, once I realized some of these things is if you look at these cards, for example, on Mark Stone, he starts at a 75 overall, but then if you look up above me, up in this corner, up where it says Tier 1, you can actually see the progression of this card as you can upgrade him. I thought that was very interesting as you went on. So you can actually see it. So he's on Tier 1. So Tier 2 costs 500 coins, which obviously isn't a lot, and he goes from a 75 to a 78 overall. That's pretty cool. You go up there again, costs 1,200 coins, goes up to an 80 overall. You keep going, 2,500 coins gets you up to an 82, so on and so forth. It costs you a little bit more coins, and it goes up in overall. So it's very cool, and as you continue on, he gets up to be an 86 overall. I absolutely loved this card, by the way. Would love to have it, right? One of my favorite players in real life. I got his jersey, in my closet right now, but one of my favorite players of all time. I'd love to have him, but if you look down below, which you can't actually see, under me, it says his skating stats: 83 speed, 86 endurance, 86 balance, 84 agility, 83 acceleration. Not a very good skater, which we usually know in NHL is not necessarily the type of card you want. So unfortunately, I would not go with Mark Stone. So you'd think, who would you want as a potential player? I'm like, Barzell, obviously a very good forward, has the skills of a playmaking centerman. Adam Fox, didn't he just win the Norris? Or any of these players? Well, as you go through, you can see some of these are 74 to start. Some of them are 75. You have a couple of 76s, some 77s, and it keeps going down the line here. But as you go down through the line, you kind of see 2 players in this entire thing that stand out more than any other. And I made a whole chart over here on my screen from Microsoft Paint saying yes to these players, maybe to these players, and no to all these players. So as you go through, players like Adam Fox, I'm like, okay, a really good young right-hand defenseman, just, I believe, won the Norris, should be a very good card, right? But then you look at him, after all the tiers you upgrade him to, he only gets up to be an 84 overall. Now, he has some speed that you can see right here. Obviously, he's got some good shooting, some good hands overall, but the rest of it isn't there, right? 20,000 coins to upgrade him, or an 83 base card Adam Fox, and it's not really worth it, right? I'd rather have what we'll see here in a second with like Austin Matthews and Leon Draisaitl, who will be my 2 picks here. But Austin Matthews, after you go through all the tiers and everything, I think he has like, 10 tiers or something like that, you get a 91 overall card. And as you look down there through the skating that you can't actually see it, actually you can see it, 88 speed, all 80s and high 80s and even low 90s on skating. Same thing with shooting, same thing with hands. Checking's there a little bit, defense is there a little bit. and you can't not pick this card. Like, everything else gets like the mid 80s or a couple of high 80s. But it's kind of like an absolute no-brainer that if you don't pick the cover boy, Austin Matthews, then it's like, what are you doing? So we're definitely picking Austin Matthews. And like I said, I wanted to go with a defenseman, but there's really no defensemen that get good enough that I'd want to pair with Matthews. So the other player, of course, is going to be Leon Draisaitl. There's a couple players that were honorable mentions or that I would, could have picked in Patrick Kane, Braden Point, or even in net with Marc-Andre Fleury. But these two players are too good to not pick. So let's confirm this. Which way do we pick it here? It's the A button. So yes, 77 overall Austin Matthews, 77 overall Leon Draisaitl. Let's confirm that. I probably spent way too long actually picking these players, especially off camera. But I'm excited to have those guys. And also we saw Sean Couturier only gets up to like an 85 overall or something like that. I probably should have showed you guys, but we already have him on our team. So let's start with, let's do one of these Diamond Player Choice packs. We'll do the HUT Icon pack at the end there, and we'll come back with the last Diamond Player Choice packs. We got 10 players over 5 rounds, 2 players per round, all gold players rated 80 overall or above. Let's see what we're going to get in this one. Let's reveal all here. So we're focusing on defense, right? We had 2 really good forwards now. Let's focus on defense. So a couple of decent picks here. Robertson, I see. Kopp, I see. Cassian, or we have Provorov, who's going to be the number 1 pick. It's X, sorry. So I actually get 2 picks here. So we're going to go Robertson as well. Speedy guy that can shoot the puck as well. Can't not go with those 2 guys here. So, of course, we had a couple of Vegas players in the middle there as well. So we'll go on defense again with Shea Theodore. We already have Carlson, so that helped us out. But I'm actually going to go with Batherson, mainly because he's got some speed. He's also right-handed, which we need, and we can definitely put him as a winger if we need to. Continuing on to the next round here, I got a pair of Devils along with a HUT Icon, Serge Chavard, Jason Dickinson. So I guess we'll probably go PK Subban. The other player most likely won't even be in our lineup. But I guess speed-wise, let's go with Andreas Janssen. And then we also have Subban in there. So Subban will most likely make our team out of all of these picks. And we'll see what happens next here. So all right, so Zadina, you are by far the fastest player here. Other than that, we could go Giordano in a Seattle Kraken card, which I never thought I would see. Sam Bennett, Bukestad. We'll go with Giordano. Seattle card, I think, though, that'd be our second on our team. That's right. So next up, we'll take, we have Backlund, Tuck. I guess let's go with Tuck. Let's continue the Vegas train. And then let's go Ty Smith. You're the fastest out of the rest of them. Probably the most mobile out of the rest of them. So I think that was the last pick for this one. And yes, it is. So, okay. So all these players, you'll see it later on as we make our team. Or we could quick sell them as, what was like 8,000 coins or something like that. But let's go see what we're getting in the pre-order power-up icon choice pack. That is a mouthful. It's untradeable. 1 item, 1 selection round. So whatever we get on our screen, we'll have to see what we get. Oh my god, do we have to open them all again? Well, I'll be back when all these cards are opened. So after opening up all of these cards, on your screen is all of our HUT icons we have to choose from, and very similar to the X Factor players, you can upgrade these players, but they're only 1 level. So all these cards can go up to 84 overall, and of course get a little bit of a buff in their stats. So you have centerman Eddie Olczyk, center Guy Carbonneau, left wing Marcus Naslund, center Ray Ferraro, right wing Shane Doan, and centerman Igor Larionov. So I have 2 players in mind that I'm thinking of. It's either going to be Marcus Naslund or Shane Doan, and I think I'm going to be actually leaning towards Shane Doan on the other side. I actually went the wrong way, mainly because we need a big right wing, right? We have lots of left-handed players, although I love Naslund for his speed. I think we're going to go with Shane Doan in this one. I've got to click X again. I keep forgetting. But we're going to go with Shane Doan, right-handed player. Obviously can play on the right wing. and hopefully he'll fit into our squad. And like I said, we can upgrade him as well. So he'll get a little bit better, a little bit faster, a little bit stronger, a little bit better shot. But let's get on to the last pack of the day, our last diamond player choice pack. 10 players, 5 rounds. You know the deal by now. Let's see what we get in this one. Skip animation, open everything up. So we got Jeff Petrie, who could be a great option. Barkley Goodrow, who they way overpaid for in New York. But I'm thinking, ooh, these 2 players over here would be really good. Hughes and Teravainen. Who do we have on right defense now? We have Shattenkirk. We just got somebody. We just got Subban. Petrie definitely could be an option there. I'm gonna go with actually both these players at the end. They're too fast to not put in there. I'd love to pick Jeff Petrie. Maybe he'll come up again and we can pick him. But for now, we'll go with those 2 guys. And okay, that's a good pickup right there. John Carlson, 84 overall. 2 of these players we already have, so might as well go over and get Cal Yarncroc and continue on with players we don't have yet. We're getting John Carlson. That definitely helps out our right defensive problem, if you will. But next pickup, okay, so we have Cal Peterson, so that'd give us our best goalie yet. Or we have Jake Allen as well. So let's go with Cal Peterson as our first pick. And we'll go Dmitry Orlov. I don't think he's actually going to make the lineup, but we'll have him just in case. Or if we decide we don't want any of those other players. Pierre-Luc Dubois is there. Jeremy Swayman. Very interesting. They gave him an 80 overall card. But we'll definitely get Pierre-Luc Dubois. Probably won't go with Swayman. Janssen we already have. And we'll go with Chris Dreger there. So he actually might being our starting goaltender, depending on who we get here. We get, what is this? A Hot Team of the Week, Chris Kreider. Definitely will take that card. Niederreiter, Suter, or Cam Fowler. We'll go with Cam Fowler. I feel like I've had him on the start of my team at every single year so far. But 2 great picks to end off today's pack opening. But let's go get everyone in the lineup and show you guys the new roster. So we are back with our brand new team. And actually, not many of these players are remains from our last roster when we did our first ever pack opening. So on your screen, we also made some upgrades to our players as well. But on our first line, we got Chris Kreider. Team of the Week, Chris Kreider, I should say. X Factor, Austin Matthews. We upgraded him a whole bunch. We got Jaromir Jagr on the first line. Second line, we got Teuvo Teravainen. An upgraded Leon Draisaitl. Shane Doan, who we got. And then on our third line, we have Drake Batherson, William Karlsson, and Jason Robertson. All base cards across the board there. Fourth line of Philip Zadina, Jonathan Taves, and Alex Tuck on that fourth line. All base cards there as well. On our defensive side, we got all base cards across the board with Cam Fowler and John Carlson on that first line. Second line of Ivan Provorov, Kevin Shattenkirk. Third line of Shea Theodore, PK Subban. And in net, we have starting Chris Dreger from the Kraken, along with Cal Peterson from the LA Kings. And we have the same head coach because, until we actually care about synergies, who cares about synergies? So this will be our roster going forward. I'm super excited to see what this roster can do. That's all I'm going to be doing after we end today's video. But yeah, really excited to see what this roster can do. Can't wait to upgrade our players and get these players up to a higher overall. But for now, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy, please hit the like button down below if you haven't yet, or if you're brand new to my channel, make sure to go down below, hit that subscribe button, turn those post notifications so you never miss an upload, and don't forget, you can always change your mind later. But with all that being said, guys, we'll see you in the next one.
In the shadows.